The market was pretty well prepared for a call to happen, because nearly every day from both sides pieces of good news arrived, so reached the market participants. And I believe, yes, that many expected that to happen pretty soon, as promised actually. And the flow of the news actually prepared market participants for that. So and we saw that in the dynamics of the Russian stock market indexes. It's not only one day, like after the closing of the yesterday's sessions and today. No, it's a pretty long story of a few weeks after Trump starting pushing the market with the news regarding solution with the Russian issue soon, and giving news. So the same happened from all the sides actually. We got news from Ukraine, and market evaluated them also pretty optimistically. And yes, news from Russia and the return of the American citizen. Actually, it's another news. And in the end, yes, the call happened. It looks like it could be the peak of all that story, by the way, because a lot of expectations of further achievements are already in market prices. Depending on how the things will be developing further, I would expect a significant correction, even everything just stays calm without any further improvement. Or there will be a very significant change if we'll hear the reversal. So if the political, the news will reverse, and we'll hear bad news regarding incapacity to reach any reasonable agreement. I would not put all the reasons for the corrections for just peace talks or interruption of a peace talk or pause in the peace talks. There are more news to come. And these news, I don't expect them pretty good, and Russian economic performance may disappoint many of the forecasters and market participants, which actually should result in a certain re-evaluation of the prices of many companies. Taking into account all the problems of the Russian economy, I would say that even peaceful agreement is already fully included in the sanctions, and sanction relief too, to a large extent. That's how I see the current market prices. It seems to me too much, not a bit, but too much for what we have right now. With Ruble, I don't even doubt that. So it was too much. First of all, it's the exchange rate which is not comfortable for many of the exporters and which is not comfortable for the federal budget. We've seen that last year, and no doubt there will not be much federal budget revenues. Nothing to impress actually, if from not from the negative side. And many exporters will feel themselves uncomfortable with imagine that for a second, that such an exchange rate like 90 plus, a little bit greater than 90, will stay for at least a few weeks. Irrespectively of how peace talks flow, continue, and if there is success or not, and what is the success potentially, I don't see ruble to appreciate in the future, especially from the current levels. In both cases, success in the peace talk or not, I see ruble trend for the depreciation. In case of the success of the peaceful talk, it could even be a lot faster depreciation than in case of the failure. in case of successful peaceful agreement, I would expect two things to happen. Higher import flows, so non-positive for the exchange rate, and second of all, net private capital outflow will increase significantly. And once again, it's not positive for the exchange rate. So in the case of any success within a pretty short, in the peace talks, within a pretty short period of time, we may see ruble at 120 or even beyond dollar. We may see dollar at 120 or even beyond. And that will be a big surprise to many. But I don't even doubt such a flow of the events because it does look inevitable.